Ooh, what's up, nerds? Back with another video. In this one, we're going to be talking about the changes Discord is making to their website app program, in addition to kind of the overall generic, direction that the internet's taking and what, if anything, we could do about it. And so basically, Discord is setting their app to teen by default. And what that means is certain settings that the users have are going to be restricted. Certain channels, channels and servers the users can join is restricted. Different I think they had one more thing I can't remember, but essentially, any stuff that's tagged as adult or, smutty or, essentially any porn stuff, any conversations that, might be deemed too political or different things, because essentially the way that the Discord works right now is you've got kind of three breakdowns. You've got servers that are, you know, raunchy or political or offensive or whatever by default, right? And then you've got servers that have different channels specifically for those conversations or topics or whatever inside of them. And then you've got servers where they are just kind of like regular servers, but then there's certain channels inside of the servers that have, certain goals, not goals, but like, you've got servers that have, regular people just like chilling. And then you've got a adult only room in the server, which is just like, for political conversations or because, a lot of people just kind of tend to want to have things neutral, nobody talk about politics, no one doing any bullshit. And if you want to do that, it's got its own server or it's got its own room. Go do it over there and you're good. And then there's servers where it's just, like regular ass servers of just people. And then, hey, they're younger people and surprise, surprise, there's a fucking porn channel in there, right? And it's just, dudes with group chats. What can you fucking do about it? They've got a channel for all the titties, whatever, right? And then there's, I guess, the fourth option, obviously, and you can kind of put this into number one a little bit, but there are servers where it's like essentially OnlyFans servers, or patron servers where the server, you can only get the server link through access to the Patreon, access to OnlyFans, access to private websites, whatever the case is. But essentially, Discord is saying that, because instead of making Discord 18 plus, they say that's 13 plus, and then introduce all of these rules and all of these restrictions. And essentially, I had made a video about this exact same thing maybe 20 minutes ago. And in that video, I went through and just did some basic math about how much Discord's worth, what their revenue is, how many people it would take to analyze this data and, like just essentially actually do the work as opposed to introducing all of this, like AI face scan and searching through all of your messages to determine what kind of user you are and all of these things that seem like, it's like, it seems like, and again, this is just my personal opinion, it seems like these things could be done by people, but instead of spending that money and putting in that work, they would rather offload it onto AI and keep more profits for themselves, which, I, as a business person myself, I totally understand that, right? It's just a difference in preference or a difference in ideology that for me, And the way I run my business, and in the future, the way I want to work things, is I would rather pay people to do things, and even if it costs a little bit more money, because it's more hands-on, more it gives you a better user relationship, or you form better relationships with users, because you're not just treating them like massive data points and sucking up all of their data to themselves or something else, or being really manipulative. At least, I might have to, oh, God forbid, like Discord, $15 billion website, almost $600 million in revenue. God forbid that they, oh my God, spending, two, three, $5 million on, 75, 100, 150 people to actually go over these things. God forbid, that's just, that's inconceivable. Who's going to think of the shareholders? Think of the shareholders. And it's just so disingenuous that they frame this as, well, they frame it as two things. So, one, they frame it as safety and protection for the kids, which ties back into the title of this video, finally, after 6 minutes. But, protection is the new censorship. Safety is the new censorship. Protection is the new control. Safety is the new control, depending on what title you're getting from YouTube AI, or ironically, YouTube AI, but, YouTube A/B testing things. But that's, it's so... It's just it just makes me feel sick. I hate it so much. It's like this whole, oh well, who's gonna think of the kids? We're doing it for the kids. I mean, if we don't do this, who else is gonna do it? And it's like, you do it. Like the parents do it. Like it's they're putting this on us as the users, when it's not us as a user problem. It's these kids, it's their parents. Why aren't their parents involved at all in their lives exactly? Why don't their parents know anything about their kids, know anything about what websites their kids are doing, anything like this? God forbid your parents know a little bit about you, considering they're your fucking parents, brought you into the world. And then Discord, so they're trying to, it's safety, protection, and they're saying it's for the kids. Let's be real, it's for them fucking selves. It's so they don't get sued. It's so they can cover their own asses. They don't give a shit about their users. I mean, if they did give a shit about their users, maybe they wouldn't be spouting all of this bullshit and then getting absolutely ratioed in the comments, at least on Twitter, where it's like, wait a second. Didn't you guys have like a huge data breach like couple months ago? Like, not even like, I think, what was it, October or something? So that's October, November, December, January, February. So not even 6 months ago, you guys had this massive data breach of credit card information, IDs, all sorts of stuff. And then we're supposed to be, and we're supposed to think that it's going to be different now, that it's going to be better now. I mean, it's the corporatization of the internet, and the way that these, corporations, faceless corporations, treat their users, treat people on the internet. I mean, they're just paralleling what our society is like in the real world. And in the real world, not on the internet, everything is done so that you can't be sued. That's literally America. That's what it is. No one gives a shit about anybody else. All they care about is if or if not you can sue them. That's it. It's depressing, and it'd be nice if it was not like that, but that's the way it is. And so what are they doing? Everything online is being just the overreach, is because, again, it's just, if they get caught slipping, for them, even though it's nothing, for them, they have a class action lawsuit, they get sued for $50 million. Yeah, that's an insane amount of money. But again, the company is worth $15.2 billion as of 2023. I mean, comparatively, do you know how many $50 million you need to get to 1 billion, let alone 15 billion. And so I just wanted to cut this video short just to get you thinking, because the last one I made went on a little bit too long, longer than normal. So corporatization of the internet, what these companies do, who they do it for, what do you think? And I will see you in the next video. Smoke grass, eat ass, be excellent to each other. Have a great day. Deuces. Deuces.